Hey everyone, welcome back to Geektopia Island. We're here with the new Kevin's Kreations, and I'm your host Kevin.
I'm Cardwell.
And today we're here actually showing the day and night deck that got played this last week on the video. Yeah, on the Deck Brawl. As y'all saw, this deck totally destroyed CL because it's just got a whole bunch of hate for everything. That's its whole purpose in life, is to hate bear the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we're going to delve right into it, and we're going to take it apart and let y'all see what all is in it and what's in the sideboard. So let's get into it. First up, the ruler already does
just an
immense amount of things. So 0-6 Sage of Light. It's like it's from CFC, and she judgments for 2 white, energize for a white. You can pay a white, target Resonator gets +1/+1 until the end of turn, or you can pay a black. Target J/Resonator loses flying, first strike, swiftness, precision, and imperishable until the end of turn.
Nice.
So you just stop everything.
Especially against Loris Disciples, you're just like, let me get some of that off of you real quick, if you can.
No, it loses all of them.
Oh, nice.
It says and.
So yeah.
So you're like, lose all of those abilities that you
get.
Thanks for one black. One little black. And then when you judgment, she turns into an 11/11, which is already amazing stats.
Yeah.
For a ruler. She has precision. She prevents all damage that will be dealt to this card while it is battling.
Yep.
So while she's in the blocker attacking, prevent damage dealt to her. Thanks. And then J resonates your opponent's control, lose and cannot gain flying, first strike, swiftness, precision, and imperishable.
And that's a blanket effect.
Yeah. So when she's on the flip side, on her J ruler side, she just you don't get anything and you can't get anything. That's what makes her so ridiculous, because you're like, oh, you have imperishable? No, stop. We're done with imperishable. As y'all saw, if you watched the video, you watched her totally wreck me, because I couldn't do anything about it.
Yep.
Because she's hard to kill. Like,
I played my Scarlet deck against it as well. It just can't. It doesn't do well at all.
She's hard to kill because there's not a lot of like hard J resonator just kill right now, and then it's even worse because she prevents most of the damage dealt by battling. So you're just like, nah, stay away from me.
And imperishable, it's gone. So enjoy that. Thanks.
Yeah. But with that, she's got a lot of stuff that we have to support her and to make it a lot easier for you to get there. So let's get into that.
Alright, the first creature is Venus for 1 white, 2/2. Alright, when this card enters the field, choose one. Reveal any number of historical cards from your hand, put X11 counters on it. That's definitely not what you're going to be doing for the game. But the other part is just to draw a card for 1 white.
All day.
Yep. Easy little blocker, you draw a card for 1. Done.
All day. I'll do it every day, any day.
Oh yeah. Alright, next one is Jeanne Dark. 2 darkness, 7/5. Beautiful card here. So this card gains swiftness and cannot be destroyed as long as you control 3 J/Resonators. If this card would deal damage to a J/Resonator, it does it in -1/-1 counters instead.
Yeah.
So it's a replacement effect. So anything that prevents damage or whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so if they have a Jeanne Dark and they're swinging into your 0 is going to take -7 counters, because that's just what it does.
Yeah.
It gets around all the prevent battles. She's just a pain to deal with.
Yeah.
And she's indestructible if you have 3 dudes. Great. Awesome.
So you're just swinging in there, dudes, slowly, like, getting them out.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Or the next one, of course, is a very powerful 1-drop, 2-drop, right?
Yeah.
2-drop on turn 1, Ray, the Black Owl. It's a 5/7, not a flyer, weirdly enough. This card cannot be attacked. And then on your main phase, you inverse it.
Yeah, and when she inverses, she flips into 0. It's an 8/7 flyer. And then entities you control gain whenever this card is targeted by a spell or ability, cancel that spell or ability.
Yep.
This ability triggers only once per turn.
Entities. So your J-roller, your additions, your creatures, just everything.
Your stones.
Your stone.
All of them don't get touched.
Yeah.
But the only problem with 0 is she is a blanket effect. So if you try to target your own creature, the little bubble that she produces gets popped.
Yep.
And that gives your opponent the ability to be like, I'm gonna kill your dude now. So you gotta make sure you play around your own bubble. That's her drawback, but
it's a wonderful drawback.
Her pros are way better than that one con.
Yeah.
And like he was saying, if you go second, you play the little Ray Alf turn 1, it's so hard to deal with if it gets to flip, because I mean, they have to answer at turn 2 or they can't target your stuff for a very long time.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, we'll get to the spells where you can even protect them after they break the bubble,
Yeah.
try to kill again, and you're like, no, get out of there.
Yeah, but 0 is just super good. And if you have multiples, so if you have multiples flipped, it's only one bubble, but all of them get triggered off of that bubble breaking. So like if you have 2 flipped, it's still only one little
just
prevent
one little
bubble. But once it gets popped, both of them will be considered done. Because it's only once per turn trigger, so that trigger will be done.
Alright. The next one is Adam here, the rabbit of Valhalla. 3-drop, 0, 10, cannot attack or block, but at your main phase, beginning of your main phase, you get to, let's see, banish, remove target non-magic stone, non-J-roller entity on your opponent's side.
Rabbit's good, man.
It's really good.
Y'all watched it play and it totally wrecked me because it was like, get rid of your flying cloud, get rid of your flying, get rid of that, get rid of that. He got like 5 cards from me because if you don't stop the rabbit, yes, it can't block and it can't attack. So I mean, that's kind of the downside of it, but every turn remove something, I'll take it.
You have to attack someone with precision or a straight up kill spell.
Yeah, you have to answer the rabbit when it comes into play or your game's going to be a lot harder.
Alright, another 3-drop, of course. Tell us about this Blazer here.
Alright, so we got Blazer, the Chivalrous, what is it?
The
Thieves.
Vice Leader of the Chivalrous Thieves.
Yeah. He is 3-drop, 7/8, and at the beginning of your turn, you draw an extra card. Great.
So yeah.
He just helps you fuel your deck, get you there quicker. And with this deck, you're going to need to be able to draw lots of cards because you'll be playing stuff almost every turn, whether it's a creature or a spell. And it just gives you the extra gas to get there, really.
Yep. And as you notice, every main phase, something's happening. Like, you're just constantly trying to put pressure on your opponent there.
Yeah. The next one we got is Blazer, the Legendary Thief. He's another one of the best, honestly, one of the best Darkness Resonators in the game right now.
Oh, yeah.
In New Frontiers. He's 4 mana for an 8/8 precision. When it comes into play, look at your opponent's hand. They discard a card from it that you choose. So you're like, that card's gone.
Just already.
And then he gets a 1/1 counter. You can remove a 1/1 counter from him, and you can either remove an attacking J/Resonator battling with him, or you can cancel a spell that's targeting him. He's so good just because he can protect himself.
Yeah.
Anything that can remove a card from your field or from their field, even though it's not technically in play yet, it's from their hand, so it gets rid of a threat. It gives you a threat, because a 9/9 is nothing to scoff at with precision, and you can't really kill it easily.
Yeah. He protects himself the whole time.
Yeah, because even if they swing at it, you're just like, cool, remove that guy. He's battling. Thanks.
And then they use a kill spell then, but that's like a 2-for-1. He's a 3-for-1 card altogether.
Yeah. Yeah, he's super strong in what he can do. And if you put extra 1/1 counters on him, great. You get to do it multiple times.
It's pretty cute.
Yep.
Alright, now we'll get to the spells here. Of course, we got to do the final battle.
It's too good.
Too good. 1 in X, 1 darkness in X. You may pay 200 life instead of paying for 1, so you can just pay life for X cost. And J/Resonators your opponent's control get -X/-X until end of turn. Just a cute little one-sided board wipe.
Yeah, that's what it's for. Is that turn you need it, you're just like, kill your board, swing in for lethal.
Yep.
Awesome.
Alright, the next one, of course, is Thought Control. Just 1 darkness. Tell us about this guy.
So Thought Control is 1 darkness, look at their hand, get a 3 and under card, and discard it.
Yep.
All day. Most of the big threats are going to be 3 and under, like the big things that you want to get early. Like Feyer's Spell, Lorites, Rays, Jeanne d'Arcs, any of the the little cards that you don't want to deal with, like Sylvia, the red-green Sylvia that makes you not block. All of those cards. It's just 1 mana, get rid of that before you have to deal with it.
Exactly. Alright, the next one, of course, we're running white, so we have to go with Flourishing Hope.
Yep.
One of the best cards here. On the front side, 1 white, quick cast. Target J/Resonator gains. This card cannot be destroyed until end of turn. Then remove it, and then inverse the card. Tell us about the beautiful inverse.
Alright, so the other side of it is 3 mana. It's a black and 2. It's a quick cast as well. And your opponent sacrifices 2 Resonators.
Yep.
Great.
Just banish those guys out of there. Just like that.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Thanks.
And like we said, we have cards to protect us even if bubbles get triggered.
Yeah.
Alright, this one might be a little weird one for most people. Life-Stealing Altar. So 1 white addition. Whenever So it is an inverse card. Whenever you do Judgment of Ruler, inverse this card. We'll get to that. Then, whenever Resonator you control is put in the graveyard from the field, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card. So hopefully you're never losing value for whatever turn or action's happening.
Yeah.
And tell us what happens with the inverse.
So when it inverses, it turns into a soul returning altar. And when it inverses, you put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into your field rested. So it mana ramps you.
Yeah.
And then you can banish a Resonator. Target Resonator gets -4/-4. So it gives you spot removal when you need it if you don't need your dudes anymore. Like, so after you use the 1-drop Venus to draw a card, you're like, sack this, get -4/-4. Awesome.
Or if anything, if they're trying to like double block one dude, or you just use it to kill or whatever.
Yeah.
Or a lot of fun other ways to do that.
Yeah, it just gives you a lot of extra stuff. And there's a fun little combo with this deck that we're getting to. And it gives you extra card draw. So we'll get to that.
Oh yeah. The next card is Zero's Magic Light, because if you're playing Zero, why not actually use the card that makes her busted? 2 white, quick cast. If your J Ruler is 0, which it will be, and the flip side of course, you may pay 1 white less to play this card. So 1 white, you get to do this remove attacking or blocking Resonator from the game. Just as simple as that.
It's so good just because it can end the game for you.
Yep.
Because it says attacking or blocking. And in Force of Will, if you block a creature and that creature's not there at the resolve of the damage, that dude's considered unblocked. So you blocked my 12/12/0, remove your dude, take 12.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's its main purpose, just to protect you or to get you there if you really need to.
It's just a really premium good white one, like, kill a dude spell.
And I mean, everyone sees Miscalculation being ran, and this is the original Miscalculation. It's just, it's only really used for 0. And what makes this one a little bit better is because it gets around all the indestructible cards.
Because it's removed.
Yeah, so like Miscalculation says destroy target attacking dude. On Naughty Child's Reprimands, the new one, it's 2 mana, it does the same thing. It says destroy. This one is remove that dude, so you don't get to trigger anything. Or any things that go to the graveyard when they die. You're just like, nope, get out.
Alright, the next one, Alice World of Madness, 1 black, 1 white. Tell us the cute little trick with this guy.
Alright, so Alice World of Madness is 1 black, 1 white. It's an addition, and all Resonators get -2/-2.
All of them. Yours and theirs.
Yeah. So you gotta remember that it is yours and theirs. So that the Venus we talked about earlier, she's a 2/2. So yes, when you play her, you're gonna be able to draw a card and then she automatically dies. But if you have the altar in play on the front side, you get to pay an additional 1 and you draw an extra card. So 2 mana, you draw 2 cards. Awesome. Because all you really need is to flip 1 or 2 of the altars when you Judgment, and you'll get free stones, and then you have the extra altars to come into play later. Even if you can't inverse them again, they get to draw you cards as you go. So again, you need more fuel as you go, and that's what they're there for, is to draw you the fuel with the Venus and with any of the other dudes that die. And I promise you, when a 0 gets flipped, the Ray 0, when it flips, everyone's gonna be gunning to kill her. Because you just have to.
Immediately.
And the last card of the main deck is Forbidden Arts, because you need it. Black-white, instant, or quick cast, destroy target Resonator.
Just like that.
If you need it, you need it. You need spot removal, because sometimes they're not going to attack with the dude if they know you have a Zero's Magic Light, so you're just like, cool, get rid of that dude.
And if they have an Atom, or I guess in the new dolls, there's the Doll Lord, correct? It's not going to do anything but sit there.
Yeah. So, I mean, you just need to be able to kill the dude that you need to kill.
Yep.
That's really it as far as the main deck. It's got a lot of hate in and of itself. And then we move into the sideboard, and it's got even more hate in it. Because when some's good, more is better.
Yep.
Lastly, first up we go with another Zero's Magic Light to make it up to 4. Because sometimes aggro is a thing, and 1 white gets rid of aggro. We have Zero's Circle of Protection. So it's white and 2. In addition, comes into play, you choose an attribute. J Resonators you control gain barrier of that color. So you choose black, your dudes can't be targeted by black spells or abilities.
Simple as that.
It's too good, man. Like, that card helps you in so many matchups more than you think. Like, it's crazy. Next up, we got Abdul. He's there, the 2 black Resonator, 6/6 creature. Resonators your opponents can control that come into play don't cause their own abilities to trigger. He's there just for the little come into play effects, like the Lumia decks that's running around with Rachel, where she comes into play and triggers the middle 3, or look at the top 3 and do whatever. Any of those, or Jim Mallet Panda. The whole Lumia deck gets stopped by Abdul. That's mainly its purpose. Any kind of come into play ability, or Mosasaur. Like if you're playing against Time Spinning Winch, I could see this coming in just because you totally stop a Mosasaur from tapping down your stuff, which is the whole reason that deck wins. So you're just like, no.
Like, no, sorry.
Like, I was playing a deck very similar to this with Abdul, and landing 3 Abduls in succession kind of stops Time Spinning Witch pretty hard.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I have 3 Mosasaurs in my hand and I can't do anything with them. And I was like, yeah, no, you can't.
Well, thanks.
It also stops Lorite, so that's fun too.
Yep.
When they try to cancel your stuff. Anyways, speaking of Lorite, he's got Graveyard Hate, but we have Graveyard Hate in our board. Evil Elemental Uprising. I've recently discovered this card again as being amazing. It's black, quick cast. It's one of the chant stories, but that doesn't really matter for us. And you remove all cards in your opponent's graveyard from the game. Players cannot chase to this card. That's the key phrase of this card. Players cannot chase to this card. So it stops everything that is playing wind. You're like, oh, you're playing something ridiculous that I don't need to deal with in your graveyard? Remove it.
Yep.
And you can't do anything about it.
No Severing Winds, no Fair Spell, or
no
whatever.
Lorites, no nothing. They can't do anything about it because you can't chase it.
Yep.
It's good against, again, the Time Spinning Witch, just because they use the God's Art from the graveyard, the little Distortion of Time spell.
Yep.
So at their upkeep, you can do it, or at your upkeep, whenever you have priority. So if they play another spell, you can be like, in response, remove a graveyard, if you know that they're going to do that turn.
Yeah.
Which most of the time you can pretty much judge what turn they're going to try to keep you from untapping. It stops any graveyard-centric
Heavenly Fruit.
Yeah, Heavenly Fruit. Like Scarlet. Scarlet doesn't like that card very much.
No.
Freyla doesn't like that card at all, because she's all about the graveyard. There's lots of decks. The new Guild deck, it actually hurts that deck a lot just because the Guild Conjurer is about removing
Spirit Magics, right?
removing elementals from your graveyard, and you can get Spirit Magics back. So if you do it right, you're just like, get rid of all of those cards. Sure, if they have a Riula, the new one, the green princess, you can get 6 of them back, but most of those Guild decks only run 1 of her. So I mean, great, you get 6 cards back.
Yeah, take that chance though.
Yeah, but I'll take it over that just because it stops so much. Because they get so much value out of removing their elementals to do stupid things. We'll show that deck one of these weeks because it's a goofy deck. It's going to take a lot to figure out. And then the final card in the sideboard, we have 4 Dark Bakuros. He's one of the new Resonators. He's a goofy little guy. He looks silly, and he's awesome. So 2 mana, 0/10. He's a fairy tale. Your opponents pay 1 more to play chance during your turn. Awesome. So you're playing, it's my turn and I'm trying to do things, don't counter my stuff.
Yep.
Don't use Sherry to pay a 0 ability to play something. It costs 1 more. All of it. You can't counterspell my stuff.
Unless you pay 1.
You can't kill my stuff unless you pay 1. He just does a lot for you. Sure, it's only on your turn, but oh well. That protects you during your turn. That's what you need.
I think he just, like, he's so cute and stuff that it takes away their viewing. They're like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And then done. You have to pay 1 more.
And he is definitely really good against the Guild Conjurer deck. That's his whole purpose too. Because that deck can put, what it can do is it can put elementals in the graveyard at instant speed to go get a counter spell to counter your spell when you play it. Which is totally stupid. And I understand it can do it, but it's dumb.
Yep.
But this dude stops that in a way. Because they have to pay more for it. So, great. You wasted all that to do that. Thanks. But that's why he's there, is just to stop any kind of shenanigans. Mostly counter spells and that kind of spells. It's dumb, but that's what he's for. The stones are pretty simple. They're actually very simple. We have 4 ancient magic stones because they add black and a white. Sure, you can pay 3 life, have them come untapped, but you're not going to really care just because it gives you what you need.
Yep.
We have 4 of the Magic Stone of Heaven's Rift, black-white, and then we have 2 Shadowy Light Magic Stones, which is the counter stones from the golf set. Yeah, the annoying lands that Cardwell hates. They're still really good just because of what they do. But that's really it as far as the lands go. It's super easy. Super easy. But that's Zero, the day and night deck that y'all got to see play. If you have any questions, the deck list will be down below. Check it out. See what you think about it. If you want to play it at your locals, go for it. It's a fantastic deck. It can do a lot to stop a wide array of decks. So definitely give it a try. Thank y'all for coming and joining us here today.
Goodbye.
Alright guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and also hit the bell that gets you notifications on all of our content. Also, if you need the latest deck tech, it's going to be to the right, and if you need the latest gameplay videos, it's going to be down below.